Hello, uh, it's me. So, a shout out to um, Sky News for their coverage. Um, Starmer reshuffles top Downing Street team of advisors after summer of protests. Fuck me, he's going to need a big deck, isn't he? He's going to be shuffling like mad. Right, let's see what's.
Now, as MPs return to Westminster, Keir Starmer has begun to reshuffle his team. Let's cross now to Downing Street and bring our Deputy Political Editor, Sam Coates. Well, Sam, I listened to your podcast this morning, and you and Anne were well ahead of this. What do we know so far?
Well, it's the first day back of the new term for Keir Starmer, and there are changes all over the place. In the main, Keir Starmer has got rid of people that you've never heard of and replaced them with people that you've never heard of in answer to a call to shake up his team and improve things before the summer. But there's one big change.
Oh, well, hold on.
And that is the promotion for one of the more junior members of the cabinet called Darren Jones. And Darren Jones has been moved from number 2 in the Treasury to a new job that's never existed before, which is Chief Secretary to the Prime Minister. This is an extraordinary kind of constitutional innovation. Keir Starmer has brought one member of the cabinet and pivoted them in seniority, it feels like, across all the others, and brought him into the heart of...
So, Chief Secretary to the Prime Minister, is this the chap that the British public are now going to see in place of Keir Starmer? Or is he just going to lick the envelopes and send them out? You know that old phrase, you can't polish a turd? Well, guess what? You can put glitter on one, can't you? It's still a turd, but at least it's nice and shiny now. Shall we?
Government to oversee his policy agenda. This is to deal with all sorts of criticisms about drift and not having a grip on the politics, as we saw before the summer with the government having to abandon its welfare reforms in the face of a revolt by Labour MPs. So Darren Jones, who's thought to be, to use old terminology, on the Blairite wing of the party, the new Labour
wing
of the party.
Oh, that's good. The Blairite wing of the party.
On the right of the Labour Party. Now, at the heart of Downing Street, alongside, it seems, the Prime Minister, a very powerful job, it looks like, from the outside. Just don't call it Deputy Prime Minister. Whatever you do, that remains the role of Angela Rayner, despite all the little local difficulties she's been having recently.
God.
However, there are a series of big changes inside Downing Street. Last night, Keir Starmer got rid of one of his 2 directors of communication. He's brought in a new one, so there are still broadly 2 directors.
You can imagine, I'm sacking you, Keir Starmer, to his, like, the one of the directors of communications. I'm sacking you because of the people of the UK hate me. You're not doing a good enough job. Why didn't he sack them both? Because usually you only have one director of communications. He's got 2, and he's still vilified. Oh, God.
Communication, but there's now one above the other as an executive. Tim Allen, again, on what we once would have called the Blairite wing. He used to work for Tony Blair before becoming a prominent lobbyist. He is going to take a big role when it comes to communication. You have a new economic advisor to the Prime Minister, a new lead civil servant in his office, Dan York-Smith, long-time Treasury veteran. And you've had to have a little mini reshuffle in the Treasury in order to deal with the fact that Darren Jones's position went vacant, with James Murray, a more junior Treasury Minister, going in to fill him. Will these changes result in the grip that people have been demanding in the Labour Party?
At this point, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he does. Because this reshuffle, and I think Starmer knows this, he must do. He can't be that tone deaf. At this point in his premiership, vilified as he is, getting shouted at every time he goes out outside of an armoured vehicle, engages with the public, unless it's a very heavily staged indoor event, he's just genuine. He's just generally shouted down. So he's sacking a head of communication, getting a new one in order to improve his image, make him more likable. I mean, he must know, as I've said, this is hiding anything. It will be seen. This reshuffle isn't strength, it's weakness. And it's on show for everyone to see. That turd's going to need a lot of glitter. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is me signing off. Until next time, do look after yourselves.